Most people are traveling wrong, and here's why. Hear me out. So there's nothing wrong with staying in a resort and chilling out by the pool when you travel. But when you learn the local language and connect with local people, your experience can be magical. So personally speaking, I've traveled all over the world, and thanks to my language abilities, I've been able to make deep connections with all kinds of people and make my trip way more pleasant. So for example, I speak a little bit of Japanese, and when I travel to Japan, instead of using awkward body language or trying to force Japanese people communicate with you with their English, because sometimes they really would prefer not to speak other languages, being able to use Japanese to order food or going to places really help a lot. You might be watching this video because you're planning on your trip to Taiwan. Your very first trip to Taiwan can be exciting, culturally enriching, and overwhelming at the same time. But don't worry, I will share some phrases that you need to know before your trip and to make real connections. So the first word is 你好 or 您好. You've probably already heard about this before. So 你好 means hello. So you can also say 你好吗? It literally means hello, how are you? And the second one, 您好, shares actually the same meaning, but it's just more formal and polite. And we normally just use this in business setting. The second one, you probably want to master this because you're probably gonna use this a lot, is 你会说英文吗? This means, do you speak English? And the third one, 谢谢. So it's thank you. And in Taiwan, so we actually prioritize manners and respect towards one another. So don't forget to express gratitude here and there. Just like thank you, you can use it whenever you like. Next one is 请问洗手间在哪里? 请问厕所在哪里? So 请问 is a very polite way to initiate a question. So you can always ask somebody a question with 请问, and then that will draw people's attention and it's very polite. So this phrase 请问洗手间在哪里 means, excuse me, where is the toilet? And if you think, oh my god, this phrase is so long, how do I remember this? But don't worry, you can just say, if you want to ask where a place is, you can just say 在哪里. So you use the subject and then you say 在哪里. You will then be able to ask where somewhere is. So you can say ATM 在哪里? So excuse me, where is the ATM? So the next one is 不好意思. This one you will be also using it a lot. It's also a good way to initiate a conversation or asking questions with talking to strangers. You can always start with 不好意思. So the next one is 对不起. We actually use it interchangeably with 不好意思. But 对不起 is something that is a little bit more heavy. So if you actually made a mistake that will upset people, then this is the time you will say 对不起 instead of 不好意思. So for example, if you are walking on the street and then you're busy looking at the Google map and then you hit somebody, then that is when you say 对不起. Okay, the next one is 我听不懂. I don't understand. So you can say, a lot of times maybe this is when somebody is speaking Chinese too fast to you and you don't understand, and you can say, 对不起，我听不懂。你会说英文吗？这个多少钱? So when you're shopping and 西门町 and then you want to buy something, and then you can say, 这个多少钱? Because instead of asking in English like how much is it, they feel a little bit closer to you and friendly, then maybe that is how you get a good discount. And the next one is when you're at a restaurant and you want to order something, instead of pointing at the menu and looking awkwardly with the waiter, you can say, 我要这个. So they will know, okay, you're ordering this. And then we have something else for you. You can say, 你有英文菜单吗? Or you say 英文菜单. 英文 is English, 菜单 is menu. So if you go to a restaurant, then you can probably ask them this. So next up is 我要去哪里哪里. So 我要去 means I want to go somewhere. And then you use 我要去 with the place that you want to go. So for example, you can say 我要去捷运站 I want to go to the metro station. 我要去火车站 I want to go to the train station. Or you say 公车站 bus station. So these are some simple phrases that will help you, that will get you by in your first few days in Taiwan. But let's just say you manage to meet some locals and you would like to get to know them more and maybe initiate some deeper conversation. Here's what you can say. 你喜欢做什么？你喜欢做什么？ What do you like to do? This mostly is asking people what they like to do in their free time. And the second one is 你的工作是什么？你的工作是什么？ What do you do for work? Third one is 你的梦想是什么？你的梦想是什么？ What is your dream or what is something that you would really like to achieve? 你去过哪些国家？你去过哪些国家？ What are the countries have you been to? Thanks for spending the time to watch this video and I hope you find this helpful. Make sure you use those phrases when you come to Taiwan because I guarantee you it's gonna make your experience way better. See you next time.